Hi, my little foodie loves. I'm so glad you're here today. You're in Allie's kitchen, and yes, this is my real kitchen, and we're going to be making something really simple, and we're going to be saving money, and we're not going to be wasting anything at all. When I was growing up in West Virginia with a single mom, Croatian mom, and there were 4 of us kids, my mom didn't waste one thing. She could stretch a nickel further than I can a dollar. And everything was recycled and used for something else. Nothing was thrown away. We were very thrifty, we were very frugal, but we had amazing food and just an amazing home. So that's what this recipe is about today. It's about taking things that you might think aren't worth saving and then sourcing them into something else. Sometimes when I go to these stores like Costco where I can buy in bulk and bring it home and I think I'm going to use it, these are Campari and heirloom tomatoes that have just gotten just a little bit old and wrinkled, and they're not what I would use for a salad, but I don't want to throw them away. So we're going to use these and we're going to make an amazing vodka marinara sauce out of them. During the winter with fresh basil, sometimes you buy it and the leaves turn kind of brown, and you wouldn't put this on a salad, but don't throw them out because you can use them in a recipe like this. So what we're going to do today is going to be to recycle these tomatoes and this basil and make it into something delicious. Put a little bit of olive oil here. We put our tomatoes in a food processor. This is just a small food processor, and we're just going to give them a little whirl and let them get chopped up. All right, this is ready. Now let's see what we're going to do next to it. As you can see, I've put it here in a skillet and it's still kind of chunky, but that's okay. It's going to cook down and it's going to get smoother, but I like a little chunkiness to it. If you want it smoother, then give it an extra few whirls in the food processor. Now the next thing we're going to add is burrata cheese. Well, we're going to have a soft, delicate, fresh, milky mozzarella, and here it is out of the package, and let me just break it open, and you can see it's just beautiful curds, and this is going to melt into this tomato base, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. And if you can't find burrata, no problem, then just use grated Parmesan or Asiago cheese. You just want something to give it a creaminess, and I'm just kind of blending this in. Then we're going to put it on the blaze and we're going to let it all come together. It's not going to cook real long, so let's put it on the stove right now. All right, now here comes the fun part of this recipe. We've cooked this sauce until all of the burrata cheese is incorporated. Oh my gosh, it's just got such a wonderful fresh aroma, and you can see it's got a milky hue, light orange from the addition of the burrata cheese. Now here comes the fun part of the recipe, so hang with me because you don't want to miss this. Okay, so now the fun part, how to use this sauce, and there's so many things you can do. You're only limited by your imagination, but I'm going to show you 3 ways that I'm going to use it. First of all, we've just got some pasta noodles that we've cooked, and I'm going to take some of the sauce and just put it on and toss it around. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. And you've got a little bit of chunkiness in there. You could add a piece of grilled chicken to it if you want to, but it looks so delicious. Now what I'm going to do is slide it onto this plate. Oh wow. This is looking wonderful. Okay? And we're going to garnish it with just a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Here we go. And a few more basil leaves. And some fresh parsley. And for me, I love olives. So I'm going to put a few black olives on there. And if you don't like olives, no problem. You don't have to eat them. I've just quickly sauteed some fresh shrimp, and it's easy to do. So we're going to take a scoop of our sauce, and we're going to put it on the plate. And then we're going to take some of the shrimp and just let them rest in the sauce. Oh my goodness, wow. This is quite a beautiful dinner. Something entirely different. Now, if I were eating this, you know what I would add? Olives, but it's got capers and that creamy sauce and that sauteed shrimp. And let's just put a little bit of fresh Parmesan on it, fresh grated Parmesan. Grilled shrimp, almost like a shrimp scampi. I love traveling, and I've traveled all over the world. Europe, Asia, the Middle East, and one of my favorite dishes that I tasted in the Middle East was shakshuka. It's basically just an egg in a tomato sauce. So what I've got is a small skillet, and I'm just going to put a piece of parchment paper in it, like this. And I'm just going to scoop in some of the tomato sauce and put it in the bottom. You may be saying, well, why are you using parchment paper? Well, it just makes cleanup so much easier. You really don't have anything to clean up. And then what I've got is just an egg in a bowl, and I like to crack it in the bowl because that way I'm sure that I won't get a shell in it. And then I'm just going to put that in. We're going to put this on the stove. I'm going to put a lid on it, and we're going to let it steam. I'm going to add a little bit of grated Parmesan, maybe some fresh basil, and a little parsley. Now, there's an easier way to do it. Just put some of the sauce in your in a bowl, a shallow bowl. What I've done here is just steam an egg, and I'm just going to slide it right on there. Maybe a drizzle of olive oil. Oh, that makes everything better. Thanks for hanging out with me in Allie's Kitchen. And I hope you've learned something. I hope you've gotten some inspiration. I hope you've gotten some new ideas for using any old tomatoes that you may look at and go, ugh, they're not good. I'm gonna throw them out. Anyway, in my kitchen, we have a mantra. Dreams have no expiration date. We are not like food. Dreams do not expire, regardless of your age, stage, whatever, wherever you are in life. Dreams have no expiration date, so keep on dreaming, and I'll see you next time in Allie's Kitchen.